What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, this is my second video of 2025, okay? But 2025, baby, is gearing up to be a funky little year so far, okay? So we have the wildfires in California going on right now. Let's keep California in prayer. And then my year started off, I've had the flu last week. I started off my Pilates princess journey, and I went to class, I think last Thursday for my intro. I signed up. I went and bought the outfits, and I'm ready with my cute gym bag. Saturday, I got the flu. I am still recovering, so if I sound nasally or stopped up, that is why, but we are going to keep trucking along, okay? So hopefully I will get to go to class this week, and I will tell you guys all about it in my next video, but things happen, life happens. We've had a lot of snow here in the DMV area. We're not used to snow. When I was a kid, winter used to be winter, but we haven't had real winters here in a while. So we have been kind of in the house. I've been sick. I still have a cough. So if you guys see me and I come back and my eyes are watery, probably because I had a coughing attack off screen. But let's just get into it. So I wanted to do a closet essential tools, right? We talked about wardrobe and like your body type and the things you need for your vibe and how to dress and what goes with this. But what about tips, tricks, and tools? And that's what I wanted to get into in this video. Things that I use on a daily basis. I may or may not show you the things that I have. I have everything I'm mentioning here. If I have it near me, I'll pull it out. But let's get into it. So I think that one thing no one really talks about when getting dressed is the tools and tricks they use to get through the outfit, right? And follow me here. What I mean by that is I saw you get dressed. You have on you're doing a get ready with me, and you put a blazer over your shoulder. But did I tell you that I pinned it to my shirt so that it doesn't fall off? Like, those are the things that I think is missing, so that people know, like, it's not just about throwing a blazer over your shoulder. How do we keep that from falling off, right? So that's what this video is. So let's get started. So the first thing is near and dear to my heart. And this is because, again, me being on the internet and I see others on the internet, I know we're in a place right now for me where fashion just doesn't mean as much as it used to. Again, it's been snowing here. I have a middle school directly across the street from my home. The amount of children I've seen trying to get to school in ice and snow, in slippers and Crocs, I just don't understand it, okay? We have this same epidemic going on at the airport where people are in pajamas and bonnets. I'm not that girl. I don't understand it. I buy clothes to look nice when I go outside. No one is saying you have to be dressed like you're in the 50s with gloves and everything on, but don't you want to wear your nice stuff out? It's just confusing to me. In saying that, the amount of people I see with wrinkled clothing, where is your iron, okay? Rowenta is my favorite brand when it comes to steamer and irons. I own a Rowenta steamer and I own a Rowenta iron. My first year being married, my mother-in-law bought me my first Rowenta, and I was just using like Sunbeam, whatever you get from Family Dollar, and I was like, why is this bag so heavy? This iron feels like it came from a heavy-duty cleaners, right? Changed my life, okay? I've never had anything different. Rowenta is going to get you together every single time, okay? The steamer is also amazing because I find this particular steamer, which I'll link below, does not have a heat-up time. It's quick, it's to the point, and if you know Rowenta, I don't even have to explain it. 10 out of 10 out of 10. All of their stuff, okay? Get you a good steamer because that's going to make all the difference in your outfit and trust me, when you leave out and you steam that thing right, that's going to make a difference, right? And those are the things that are missing sometimes. You have the right fit, you just didn't iron it. That's the problem. The next thing is kind of in the same line. You have to have a lint roller. Where are your lint rollers, okay? Again, I have things. This is my little drawer here. You guys probably can see it. This is where like all of my tools are. It's right here. I have to have a lint roller. When you're done putting that outfit on, especially in the winter, when you're wearing sweaters and fur and things like that, you need to go over that outfit. If you're wearing all black, trust me, once you steam that all black dress out and you put it on and you put I had these, and I have a few small ones that I keep in my purses, in my car. When you go over that outfit with that lint roller, it just takes it up a notch. You have to keep lint rollers. It has to be an essential in your wardrobe of tools, okay? And then I recommend keeping a few in your car, in your purse. They come with the little small ones, well worth the money. Along those same lines, the next thing, which I probably would put this ahead of a lint roller. Let me think about that. I think so. A sweater shaver. I probably have it over here. Right here. This right here, I cannot tell you the amount of times this has saved a garment, okay? I've had pants, sweaters. You guys know you get the sweaters and they get the piling here because your arms are rubbing together. Maybe because of the material. Years ago, I would just throw things away. Like, oh, it's got all the beading on it. It's done. I can't use it anymore. Sometimes with your leggings, you're like, oh, I can't use it anymore. This right here, because see, the lint roller is not going to get rid of those fabric balls. But this sweater shaver, this is going to save you money. This is very much. If you don't buy anything on this list, get you a sweater shaver, okay? Simple and easy. This is battery operated. I think they may have some that are like plug in. I've never had a problem with this. I think this is Con Air. I know I got it off Amazon. You just hit the button and you just take it over your clothing. Now, it may take some time, but trust me, once you go over, you'll be like, oh, I have a whole new sweater. It's going to be a game changer, trust me. The next closet essential tool is going to be fashion tape, okay? I love this for so many different reasons. I have used this to hold blazers down on my shoulder. I've used this to close up that gap in your button-up shirt. I've used this for belts, believe it or not, and I'll show you guys how I used it. Fashion tape is essential. I love this one in particular because they come in strips. I've had the tape before that had to be pulled, like you're pulling a Scotch tape piece of tape, but it's very hard to get off and to get to the to break the paper to get to the tape. This is super duper easy, okay? I take these and I throw these down in my purse. If I'm going out, especially to somewhere pretty fancy where I may have used this to like hold my blazer down. So what I mean is if I'm wearing a strapless dress, for instance, and I want to throw a tuxedo blazer over my shoulder, I'll put a little alcohol here because you need to put it on like a you can't have any oils in your skin, right? I will put alcohol here, put the tape, maybe 2 or 3 pieces of the tape, and then put the blazer there. It's stuck, okay? It's not going anywhere, okay? Love this fashion tape. It makes all the difference. I've also used it if I know, for instance, I have a skirt. It's for emergencies. I've been out and I'm like, my skirt keeps rising. Not when you sit, because you're going to break it if you sit down. But if you're standing at an event and you're like, my skirt won't stay in place, I've used this to like put on my thigh and then stick the skirt to it so it can stay down. There's so many different things you can do with this tape. 10 out of 10, you need these. Now, there is a brand, a known brand. I think it's called like Emergency Kit. These are usually in those kits, like fashion tape. Well worth the money, okay? So I talked about a belt. This is one essential that is actually funny for me because I didn't think I needed it. So my husband purchased a belt puncher. And I think I've showed you guys this before. Highly recommend. So I was not a belt girl for a while. I mean, we all went through the stage of like the Gucci belts, right? But that was it. I wasn't really a belt girl. And then, you know, Madewell came out with the viral belt and like belts are now a thing. Just simple, easy, classic belts, right? But sometimes you want to put a belt over a fur coat, maybe over a wool coat, maybe with a thin shirt, maybe just your jeans, right? That almost requires 3 different size belts because to get it over a big coat, you need to have a larger belt, right? But to wear it with your jeans, you may need a size medium, right? So anyway, this has made all the difference. I've been buying most of my belts all are in the like an extra large or large size. And I have this hole puncher that could go smaller or bigger, right? It's made my belts so much more versatile. So for instance, I'll show you guys here. This is a belt I got from Ann Taylor. It's kind of like the Madewell belt. And I went to put this on the other day, but there was too much. I didn't have a belt loop on my pant, and this thing kept doing that, right? Which is really going to kill my outfit. I took a piece of fashion tape, I put it here, closed the belt, and without a belt loop, my belt stayed in place. It made all the difference. And these are the things that I think no one is really talking about. How to get your wardrobe to that next level. How to elevate it with not clothing, but with tools. And these are tools that you need at the end of the day. So this belt puncher and this tape has come in handy so much, okay? Especially since I haven't invested in the Madewell belts, but belts aren't cheap. And I mean, when you're spending $40, $50, I don't want to buy it in brown with gold hardware, large and medium. Brown with silver hardware, gold with large and medium. Listen, I'm buying one, okay, out of the set, and I'm going to make it work for me. And so this hole puncher and that tape gives it longevity. My next essential is something I came upon because I am a throw your blazer over your shoulder kind of girl, your coat over your shoulder. And I remember every time I would do it, I used to put something heavy in my pockets that would help the coat kind of stay down. I thought like that's the answer, right? But whenever I would go to give someone a hug, I was either giving you a really fake, like, you know, try to stay under, or the jacket would just fall completely off. And listen, we all know when you're throwing a shoulder over your blazer, over your shoulders, maybe I didn't zip my dress up all the way because I can't fit it. I don't need you to see that, okay? So I'm trying to cover up something sometimes. And I need my blazer to stay on my shoulder. So the tape will help if you have on something strapless. But if you have fabric, really good safety pins. This is from the brand Dreeks, which is a sewing brand. I happen to go into Joann Fabric, and I picked these up actually on a whim. I wasn't even thinking about it. I used to get like cheap safety pins, and they would break, but I would just put a new one on it, and I wouldn't think much of it. This right here, baby, I don't know if you guys can see it. They're the size 3 2-inch safety pins with a curve. Baby, let me tell you something. Your blazer isn't going anywhere. Of course, these also work for your button-up shirt and things like that too. I find the tape to be more seamless. But this right here, all the difference in the world. Really good safety pins. If I can link them, I will. I have had a hard time finding these online. I'm down to my last 4, and I'm holding on to these for dear life. The next thing is going to be Hemp Tape. I don't have any more of this, or do I? Give me 1 second. Let me look. I have all kinds of stuff in this drawer. No, I think I used it all. So Hemp Tape is a very funny thing. I almost don't want to tell you guys about it because you can ruin your item. So Hemp Tape is a heat adhesive tape, and I guess you could probably use your double-sided tape to do this as well. You wouldn't ruin the outfit. But I've had items that like I want to wear. I didn't get a chance to get to the cleaners. I know I'm going to get the pants hemmed, so I've taken the adhesive hem tape and I've just done the hem myself, did the yarn over, and it stays up and it's fine, right, until I can get to the cleaners. It is in place of the cleaner, so this is something that, an item, you know, I want to wear it long, but I want to hem it for the day. I don't recommend hem tape. This is for something you know you're going to actually get hemmed later, because once you put the adhesive on there, you're going to ruin the fabric, if that makes sense. So it's a good essential, but it's a tool you have to be careful with, but it is great to have in your wardrobe. So I don't want to talk too much about it, but if you know what I'm saying, try the hem tape, but it has to be for something you know you're going to get hemmed later. So this next essential is for my eyeglass girlies. So along with the sweater shaver, there's some things that, like, let me just tell you, when I was wearing sunglasses, when I wear sunglasses, I used to just use my shirt, my coat, whatever, to clean the sunglass off. And it just never had that on it, right? I would always lose my cloth to clean it with. I've learned that you have to have eyeglass cleaner. And this brand, Zeiss, is the best. It just is what it is, right? I purchased this in the little towelettes that come like 100 in a box. I throw them inside all of my purses. This sits on my dresser to like clean like all my glasses that I have up here. I have really good cleansing cloths. Not always the ones that come with your sunglasses, but just having extras laying around, right? Because you always lose these things. This is going to make the difference when you're wearing your sunglasses. Trust me when I tell you. Using your shirt doesn't always work because certain fabrics are not for eyeglass cleaning. So you're wondering why the smudges are like spreading across, or your eyeglasses just don't have that, you know what I mean? And it's nothing worse than having on a bad outfit and you have eyeglass fingerprints on your eyeglasses. the pits. And my last essential is going to be holding spray on the collar of your white shirt. It's going to make all the difference. So I've started now setting my makeup with setting spray, but then also using the one size, which I think is more of a finishing spray. And that's literally going to hold your makeup in place, right? And it's going to help it not be transfer proof. Then by adding the holding spray to the collar of my oversized sweater or my coat or my white button-up shirt, that's going to give me the double, I guess like proofing so that it doesn't transfer. It makes all the difference in the world. Holding spray on the collar of your shirt for makeup transfer has always been a hack. Add it with your finishing spray. It's going to be transfer proof. I promise you. It makes all the difference in the world. So I hope these essentials helped you guys. I will link everything I can below. And hopefully I'll get to do my Pilates Princess journey with you next week, because 2025 is starting off real rough. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.